Hello everybody, Danny Shea here. On a Friday, we are rambling. We'll see how long we go today. I got workers coming over to help with the trees. I know they're going to be hopefully more healthy, but we have these oak trees in our backyard. They're old, they're ancient. And I go down there every morning. Yes, I'm still doing this. 7:30, going down there, praying for peace, praying for the world, praying for world leaders, I send them some of my intelligentsia, because some of these leaders, it feels like they lost their minds. So I send them some of mine, and now you know why the world is in the state it is in. All right, so we're rambling. Did we say hello to Psychic Duck? Hello, Psychic Duck. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Hey, Psychic Duck. Yeah. Do you think you could share some of your brains with the world leaders? Hell no, I don't want to be near them. Oh, yeah, okay. Understand that. All right, so before we get going in on this crazy news, because it's just crazy. Fridays used to be the good TGIF, let's party. Now it's like, what kind of crazy news dump are they going to do on Friday? You know, last week we had another 3 million pages of the Epstein files, and I feel so conflicted with that. I just want, the more that comes out, the more we see how big it is. And yeah, the QAnon people in 2016, they were right. There is this cabal of people doing horrible things to children, to girls, to boys. And it turns out that a lot of them are in our current administration. And not at all. But when Pumpkinhead was asked again about the files, and he just went, what? Like, what the hell's the matter with you? Okay, again, we don't have time to go into all that. So, before I get into the politics of it, I normally do some energy cards. And so the cards that I'm using today are the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And then I pulled from the Talisman Oracle. I haven't used that in a long time. So the Mystical Shaman was on my desk, so I pulled 3. And the first card I got is the Vision Quest. So if you were in a community that did vision quests, they would be days that you would go out into nature, limited supply of food and water, and you would be by yourself. It's kind of like Jesus going out into the desert for 40 days, 40 nights. Did he really do that for 40 days, 40 nights? Wow. That's the nomad life for you. Anyway, Vision Quest I don't think is that long. It's 6 days, what pops into my head, but I don't know. And you go and have a vision for the community that you are in. And so this card is asking us to get quiet, to turn off the outside influences, and just be still. And be still for a long enough period of time. This isn't a meditation card. This is dropping into deep, quiet space. And so why did this card come up? I mean, number one, it's good to be in that meditative state, but that deep 6-day or days of meditative state, why? What are we going to get? Thunder. This is similar to the Tower card. We hear the rumble of a herd of bison, and we need to prepare. We can go, well, we can try to run away from it, but it's a herd of bison. So I don't think there's really any running away from it. And I'm not quite sure how to prepare. I've never been in front of a herd of bison coming at me. Thank you. I'm glad. You see some of those people in Yellowstone? Hey, let's go poke a bison. The hell's the matter with y'all? Okay. Vision Quest. Get ready for the thunder. Third card I got is the upper world. The upper world is in the shamanic journey. There are 3 places that the shaman journeys to: the upper world, the middle world, and the lower world. The upper and lower worlds are where you tap into your helping spirits and your power animals. It gives you new thoughts, new strengths, things like that. The middle world is the world that we're in right now. And I've just finished a 3-day course on the shamanic journey as I see it. And it's going to be up on my other website soon. So for those who want to look into that, what that is, you can take a look at that. So what I'm getting from these 3 cards, we need to be quiet because there's some big stuff coming, big rumblings coming, and we need to tap into our helping spirits, our guides, our angels. And when I pulled that and when I said that, I thought of Saint Germain, the transformation that we're going through. So I go, okay, I think I have it. Let me double check with the Talisman Oracle. Anything new that I should know about? Yes, change. All right, so we are going, as we go through this change, it's important to tap into our vision of who we want to be. Not who they want us to be, who we want to be. I thought that was pretty powerful. I'm still not sure 100% what to do with all that, but it's just being prepared that something huge is coming. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. Have you noticed any changes? Hang on. Okay. Cleaning up the desk. The deck I'm using, Tarot Grand Lux and Light Seers Tarot. I also have my Galactic Heritage sitting on the desk, so we'll see. Maybe that'll come out. So the change in, we're just going through everything. Nothing's going to be the same. We can't rely on, oh, I hope we get our democracy back. I don't think we are. And that's not a bad thing. We need to make it a better thing. It's change. So I was looking at a news article today that popped up with the crown jewels. They were stolen out of the Louvre Museum. Come on, mouth. The Louvre Museum. And I guess the thieves dropped the crown and they smashed it. And I went, that's where we are. And then I read part of the article that says that they're going to remanufacture, they're going to fix the crown. Okay. That's what we're doing. We have a smashed crown and we need to fix it. So, I have my notes here so I don't go off script. All right. Oh, I heard this word, hypervigilance. And the way that I heard this phrase was psychic hypervigilance. And I went, well, what is that about? So hypervigilance is actually our nervous system's attempt to create safety by constantly scanning for potential threats. I thought, well, that's what I'm doing a lot with this doom scrolling, constantly scanning for threats. And then I got cards. Psychically, I'm scanning for threats. Maybe we should look into the CIA. Okay. All right. Oh, we got some just crazy stuff going on. Before I get into U.S. politics, Iran is talking to the U.S. So Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. Why is he back in our awareness? Well, money, 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 money. All right, so and Bitcoin fell. Dang, I lost half my retirement fund. I put it all in Bitcoin and it just crashed. Dang it. I'm gonna have to sell a Lamborghini or three. All right. So Iran is also, so U.S. and Iran are in talks. The last time we hit Iran, I think we knocked out a lot of their nuclear labs. So we say, not we, Pumpkinhead, but they're rebuilding them. Satellite imagery shows they're working on them. So let's do 3 cards with Iran. Oh, geez. Boom. Battle of words and loss. 5 of Cups. Iran and the U.S. And I love hate. Love hate. That's what I'm going to get tattooed on my. What artist has that? It's not Bad Bunny. Please, not Bad Bunny. I wonder how he got his name. Bad Bunny. Psychic Duck, you want to be a bad duck? No. Psychic Duck's a good duck. I'm going to stop right there. Okay. Iran. So where I was going with this is the U.S. is putting up, oh, here's our vision of Gaza. It's like, oh my God, that's so ugly. Oh, the other thing is the Kennedy Center. They're shutting that down to rebuild it. Oh, please. Okay. Is he gone yet? Who is he? Okay. Iran in the U.S. 6 cards. Iran in the U.S. I'll drop this down. Y'all can see what I throw. Iran in the U.S. Ah, I don't know. Okay. Devil. Manipulation. Chained to. Judgment. 5 of Swords, battling at the base. 2 of Wands, something coming to fruition up in the top. New emotional start. Okay, how? Look at all this stuff. Devil, Judge, these 2 cards are huge. The new emotional start with the Ace of Cups and this Judgment. Coming from the battle and the Devil. Something explosive happened. It's this is not thunder. This is like news coming really, really fast. What is going on with this? What is this new emotional start? What is the new emotional start? Let's see if I can dig into it a little bit. Because something, this kind of is a little freaky to me because it looks like that could be centrifuge kind of issues, putting uranium rods into a big center thing. Is that what I'm getting? I should keep going with it, but let's see, what can we get with this Ace of Cups, King of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Death Rebirth card. There's some kind of calming energy that's coming through with this that is it's just not the kumbaya type thing. I mean, this is the kumbaya type card, but this Knight of Swords, he's like, yeah, but we're moving. I mean, he's not a man of action, of non-action. The Knight of Swords is moving on. Even though he's just jumping on his motorcycle and kind of getting away, it's something about this death and rebirth. And I'm not feeling that there is death with this, but more of the rebirth, because you have the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. But that king is bringing his Knight of Swords with him. So, yeah. All right, what about this Eight of Wands real quick? Three of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Interesting, I get the King and the Queen in this spread. And the Two of Pentacles, juggling things. All right, so you know where my mind is going. For the people who are kind of new, I keep seeing Kamala and Joe Biden in my readings. I don't think they are done yet. And I know a lot of you guys are saying not done yet. But there's a Russian influence that was just a hit I got. It wasn't via reading. Let me keep going with this, with the same. Lord. Okay. I didn't need to use that other deck. So, moving on internally, we have the Death Rebirth card. Again, we got that up here with this Ace of Cups. External influences, Three of Coins. We had that before with this, feeling that that's kind of Russian influence with Iran. I know that Russia and Iran had a lot of past communications, past alliances, and did I hear that the U.S. has gotten Iran not to sell oil to Russia? Did I hear that? Queen of Swords in the hopes and fears. Tap it down. And the Empress card. The Empress. Abundance. This is Russia though too. Two of Swords. And the Hermit shining a light on something. Why am I getting with this Iran-US card that there is something explosive coming that Russia has that's going to bring calm, and it's got something to do with Kamala and Joe Biden. Death Rebirth. Oh my gosh, this is just taking me on a sideways squirrel rambling. What is going on? Let's just look at this. What is going on with Russia? I'm going way off script now. What is going on with Russia and the U.S.? So I heard that Musk shut out the internet for Russia in Starlink. And how do you think Musk is feeling about his name in the e-files? Why didn't they redact his name? Okay, Russia in the US. What is going on? What was the information that I was getting from that Iran spread about Russia? Did it have anything to do with Kamala and Joe? Kamala. Remember when politics wasn't in every thought that we had? Kamala. Chill out. Be calm. Allah. La 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 la. Sorry. Okay, just rambling. La 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 la. Rambling on in my vision quest. Russia. What is going on? Eight of coins. What is going on, Russia? Ooh. Eight of swords. So, why did I get two eights right in the row? Eights are rebirth. Eights are going back over cycles, infinities. We have the hard work, and then we have restriction. We have the big stick. World, Knight of Cups, and the Fool card. Russia's got something going. There's something going on that's going to bring us to a new journey with Russia. And again, internally, Three of Coins, rebuilding. Queen of Wands. This is some overseas information that I get. The Knight of Swords, and the Star of Hope. Balancing things out. The best of democracy. Is there a best of democracy anymore? Yeah, it's really hidden though. Knight of Coins, slow-moving knight. And the King of Coins. King of Cups. This is a Russia card. Russia is not the King of Cups at all. There's something that's showing up with Russia being restricted in its ability to move, having information, big information, that they're going to share with the world. And it's going to be kind of good. Let's see what the base of the reading says. Ten of Cups. That's my democracy card. Page of Coins. New beginnings with money. Yeah, you think? I see that crown smashed. They're going to have to regenerate it, rebuild it. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are spinning. And the High Priestess. Okay. Keep going. Things are good. Sun card. Illumination. Coming in as a winner. Here's an offer being made. Four of Cups. This guy's looking at the offer. Last card. Okay, one more. Empress. I don't know. You keep pulling cards, you'll get that one. The offer being made to the Queen of Cups from Russia with love. there's something coming out of Russia. It's a big stick. There's information that is going to be coming out. So now we got to look at Tulsi Gabbard. Since I do have a list here, and I'm not going by the list, but I will. I will get to that in a minute. Washington Post. What the hell? They said, yeah, we're losing money because it's print media. Okay, but if you look at the New York Times, they've made money. What did they say? I have it written here. So New York Times has doubled its staff over the past decade. Yesterday reported $800 million in 2025 fourth quarter revenue, up 10.4%. Meanwhile, the Washington Post is losing money. They said they lost about $100 million in 2024. Washington Post decided not to, in their opinion section, support Kamala Harris. Jeff Bezos say, no, we're not going there. You think that's why they're losing subscribers? So, I'm not a New York Times subscriber. I may be now. Okay. What else? SCOTUS. Oh, SCOTUS and Prop 50. California Prop 50. One sentence. Yeah, you can go ahead. That's what they said. And I went, is that right? Yeah, you can redistrict your state because it's not based on your gerrymandering it due to political views, not racial views. So they just said, yeah, go. It was Eileen Kagan, I think. And I'm going, is that the end of it? It doesn't feel like it's the end of it, but we'll see. U.S. and Russia, no limits on nuclear arms. Oh, scary. All right, so here we are. Here we're going to go to. I think we're going to go back into Russia again. Senator Ron Wyden of Oregon. That's not how you say it. Oregon. Oregon. Or what? So he's a senior Democrat on the Senate Intelligence Committee. And I got this from Heather Cox Richardson to say, hey, look at this. And I said, okay. And so he wrote a letter, an open letter to the public, to Director Ratcliffe of the CIA, yeah. And he says, Dear Director Ratcliffe, I write to alert you to a classified letter I sent you earlier today. So this letter's public. The classified letter is not public. And it says, in which I express deep concerns about CIA activities. That was the letter, the public letter. What the hell? So, what else am I going to say? He may be addressing other issues, such as a complaint filed with the Inspector General's office accusing Tulsi Gabbard of withholding access to classified information for political reasons. So a lot of people have said that Tulsi is a Russian asset. So is Trump. In my entertainment only, where's my cards? Entertainment only. I'm just talking Just talking to all you ducks out there. Was that good enough, Psychic Duck? Yeah, I better do it again. Entertainment only. Just my opinion. All right. Let's look. And I did a reading on this, and if I was as good at labeling my stuff as I should be, I could go back and see what I got for our security of our nation, because I did a reading on that a while ago, but things change so much. Things are so fluid. What? So, hang on. I just hit pause so I can think of the question. Is Tulsi Gabbard giving away secrets? Not that it means anything in this administration. Trump gave away our AI chips to Saudi Arabia for $500 million in crypto or something. So, I mean, he gave away secrets that were stacked in his Mar-a-Lago bathroom. Oh my God. What are we learning from this? We have to rebuild our smashed crown. When I think about rebuilding the smashed crown, I go, are you going to put all the jewels back in, or are you going to leave them out and just have a simple crown that's for the people? That's what I want. Can I still have my Lamborghinis? I'm a little confused. Ooh, secrets coming out. All right, so Tulsi Gabbard, did you give away secrets that are going to cross the line, that are going to go too much? I remember a MAGA friend of mine. That sentence gave me pause, but my Republican friends who said that if Trump sold national secrets, that would have crossed the line. How many lines have been crossed? How many? That's not the question I want to ask, because I only have 10 fingers, I have 10 toes, and it's way over that. Thank you. Psychic Duck says you can use some of my webbed feet if you choose. Thank you, my fine feathered friend, but here we go. Did Tulsi Gabbard sell secrets that she is going to be held that cross the line? Wow. Tower. Boom. That's the bison coming. But this is actually the crumbling. Page of Wands. Young information coming from, it feels like this information is coming from overseas. A place that has dragons. It's just this deck. So maybe I'll throw some others that are not so old world. Anyway, King of Wands. Again, this seems like it's coming from overseas. New information coming from overseas. Four of Coins. This guy is on a ship. He's got the world overseas. The Death Rebirth card. Did I tell you this was for entertainment only? Are we having fun yet? And the potential near future is the Five of Swords, the abuse of power. Did Tulsi Gabbard step across a red line with giving out information? The Tower card in the Page of Wands says yes. This could have been her, this young energy that gives information out. The King of Wands is at the base of it, and that may be some of these the senior people in our government, such as Ron Wyden, going, hey, you just overstepped that line with the abuse of power. We have the Two of Wands information, something coming to fruition. Two of Cups, the partnership that she has with I think, Russia. We have the Eight of Swords. This is imprisonment, restriction in her ability to move. And the final outcome is the World card. Completion. The world coming together for democracy, the Ten of Cups. And we're starting out with a new project, a new Page of Pentacles. I think she did cross the line, but it's going to lead to something better. I mean, look at these final outcome cards. The World card, the Comfort card, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Coins, something new coming out of this. A new way. She might be in jail. And I say might because nobody ever goes into jail these days. There's no accountability for any of this stuff. So, all right, rambling, 37 minutes. I want to look at, yeah, I think there is something there with Tulsi, that she has given up too much. I want to go back to look at that new, the World card, the Ten of Cups, and hang on, I forgot. In Page of Pentacles. New projects, new path forward. Can we get some more information, please, on what the World card is? It's a completion. It's a circle. It's the Democratic card of the Ten of Cups. In New Start. Is there, let's ask this question. Is there a new start? What do we need to know about the new start for democracy? Where people get to have freedom to say what they want to say, sing what they want to sing. Okay, squirrel moment. Bad Bunny. I was talking to my hillbilly brother the other day, and I misunderstood what he was saying. And we were talking about the Super Bowl, and the Super Bowl has no interest to me anymore. I don't know why. I don't watch sports hardly at all anymore. And I used to be a pretty big sports watcher, sitting on a big chair, drinking beer, watching sports. Now I flip cards. Kind of like this better. But, so we were talking about the halftime, and I was all expecting him to go off on Bad Bunny. And he goes, yeah, people out here saying he's not American. And I, what? You know, I get on my high horse. I'm about ready. Come on now. And I said, did you just say he's not American? I go, no, 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 that's what they're saying. He is American. He's from Puerto Rico. And I went, oh my gosh. My hillbilly brother is coming to his senses. You know, and he did vote for Kamala. And he is really Republican. So, but a couple of people in my family, they're not saying they're Trumpers anymore. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not a Trumper. I'm an independent. What do you think of Bad Bunny? Oh, hell no. He shouldn't be singing at the Super Bowl. So one of the articles that I did see was, no matter what you think about Bad Bunny, it pretty much indicates what your political stance is. Who would have thought? This guy that's preaching peace and love when he did it at the Grammys. People are all getting in his face, and Kid Rock, oh my God. I heard that he's doing another show during halftime where they're going to sing American songs. Do you see that? See how I did that? It's a little side eye. Not as good as Prince. Prince had a great side eye. Really? Really? Maybe I should do this. Really? Okay. Forgot what I was going to read on. Dang it. Hang on. Let me try to remember. I got it. And when I paused, 41. What do we need to know about the rebirth of democracy? What do we need to know about it? Is it going to happen? Are we going to just stay in this? Do we have years and years of Pumpkinhead? Oh, please say no. Not that these cards will tell us time. Because I just think of that first card, the Vision Quest. When you get into like day 2 or 3, you don't know what day it is. At least I would imagine. Would you guys go on a Vision Quest? 6 days, going out into the wild wilderness, and you got nothing. You don't even have Psychic Duck. Sorry. You want to go? Psychic Duck says, yeah, I'll go as long as you don't eat me. Well, 6 days. Psychic Duck just said, I'm staying in my pond. All right. Enough of this tomfoolerish. Tomfoolerish or tomfoolery? Tomfoolery. How is our democracy? What can you show us? What can you tell us about our democracy in the near future? What can you share with us about world democracy in the near future? Okay, I've shuffled enough. Oh, we are underwater. Oh. First card, the Moon card. Underwater. Things are coming out of the moon, out of the water. In this deck, not so much. You just have 2 wolves baying at the moon, one white, one black. Baying at the moon. 2 different sides. You've got Kid Rock on one side, and you've got Bad Bunny on the other side. Now, it's bad. It's going to go sideways. I'm not going to do it. We are balancing things out. So it's not the black wolf versus the white wolf. It's the red versus the white. It's the drum case versus the 5-pointed star. And it's like the light body, the energy. That's a fun image to play with right there. When I go into my Vision Quest for 30 minutes, I can play into that. What does the drum do to the light body, to the luminous field that we all have. Okay, let me drop this down and keep going. It's getting kind of squirrely for me. Because you know what? I'm rambling. All right. Queen of Swords. Eight of Cups, walking away. Sorrow, finding oneself. Releasing. What do we need to know about the future of democracy? I love this card. I love this Queen of Swords card. She's pensive. She's looking at it. She's not wielding her sword. She's not fighting it. I wouldn't mess with her though. Just saying. And then you have tending to our democracy tree. How are we doing that? What is it about that democracy tree that we need to keep working at? Please make your calls. It's really important. Let your representatives know what you believe in, how you stand. It only takes a couple of minutes. Two of Cups, partnerships, coming together, bringing ideas from different points of view together. Yep. Externally, Star card. The best of democracy, as somebody says. The Star of Hope, bringing some kind of, and maybe I'm going to use my Galactic cards on this, because we got the Star in the external position, so yes, I will. There's something with this Star energy that is coming in that's charging us up. So as we just think that we are on this little rock all by ourselves, there's something so much bigger from the Star energy that's coming in. Best of democracy. This deck, my Galactic Heritage deck, that has different star systems that have gone through the same thing that we are going through. And they came out in a unified, cohesive blending of information and a higher consciousness. That's what I'm getting with this card. Hopes and fears. That whatever our ideas are going to stay separated. That's the fear. And our hope is that our separated ideas of these two wands are going to come together in one wand for the world. And we're going to all get on the bus. That's a little VW bus down there at the bottom. And the final outcome of this, gives me a headache, is the battle ahead. The abuse of power. This one is not so much swords, even though it does say the Five of Swords. It's the information that's coming. It's the crow that is screaming in our ears. What is it saying? And here you have the guy down there celebrating in joy, spreading our arms out. Almost to the universe, on top of the mountain. Yeah. Clarified by the new idea, the Page of Wands. Page of Swords. Again, no swords. Walking a thin tightrope. Walking a thin tight rope with new ideas, new light bulb moments on this Page of Swords. Giving and receiving. Is this idea, the Six of Pentacles? we are in a huge, huge shift. Yes, yes, yes. We have the star of hope. We have the judgment, but it's not without our turbulence. Waiting for our ship to come in with the Three of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, security. We have the Knight of Wands, playing the song, dancing. Oh my gosh. We have the abuse of power. We have tied to the devil. And we have the Queen of Cups. Democracy, how is that going to play out for us? Like it's been playing out this past couple of years. We are going through a metamorphosis with this Judgment card. We are releasing what we thought we had. We're tied to the devil and we're tied to the Queen of Cups. That's the underlying energy. Waiting for our ship to come in, for security, for playing with information with a little bit of reckless abandon. The information we get should not be tying us down. It should be lifting us up and bringing us some kind of joy. Because that's what we want. Okay, Galactic Heritage, what do you got to say for democracy? 6 cards, very quickly. How do we get through this? Oh, didn't really want to shuffle, got stuck. How do we get through this? Can you give us some insight on these days? How do we get through this time? Unfinished business, thank you. Refining galactic lineage. Balance. Midwifery. We're giving birth to something, do you think? Guilt. Oh, Lordy. Dang. Who has more guilt, Catholics or Jews? My friend, we used to have these debates. He came from a very Orthodox family. And I came from a very Catholic family. And we became like really close friends. And it felt like Mutt and Jeff almost. I was probably the Mutt. I don't know. I don't even know who Mutt and Jeff is, so I don't know why I said that. But it was such a balance. It was, and we did it really, really well. I mean, we didn't yell at each other for a belief there or a belief there. Coming full circle, Black League patterning. Awesome. I love this spread. So this spread goes into a portal, as I've said before in some of these other things. The time streams that are listed here, they could be the child era, the teenage era, the wisdom era, and the parallel era, where it can go into all sorts of, it doesn't matter, it just flips. We have 2 parallels, so these cards can flip anywhere, but there is no linear time to this. What does the Galactic Heritage deck, the lineages of ourselves that have been through this before, what are they sharing with us? You guys have unfinished business. You guys are refining your galactic lineage. You're getting back to source. We came from source energy. We decided, hey, let's see what it's like if I can have my own Lamborghini all to myself and not share it. And so we have this polarity going on. And you see that with the tech bros. You see that with all this, the billionaires having all this money. And they did lose a lot of money today, or yesterday. I don't know what it is today. We're refining our galactic lineage to bring it more into balance. And we saw that with the star card. The cosmic midwifery is all about giving birth to something new. What is the guilt that we have with this? There's something about the guilt that we need to let go of. And we may think that you guys should be guilty of what you did, and maybe that's just a judgment that we need to let go of. There should be no guilt. It should be just, well, this was just a process of learning. We're coming full circle with our galactic, refining our galactic lineage. And then the last card I got, which could be the very first card because it's non-linear, is the Black League patterning. And the Black League patterning is in Orion's past is similar to, this is the Resistance card. This is the card that is the Jedi Knight. Trust the Force. Stay in positive. We have unfinished business as we deal with rebalancing, giving birth to something. Don't throw any guilt on anybody. We're coming full circle. Be the Force. All right. Trust the Force, Luke. Where's my eye stuck? Where's my Force stuck? Trust the Force, Luke. Little Yoda. All right. I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being with me on this Friday ramble. All right. So I am going to be taking a few days off, and maybe I'll post from the road. Maybe I won't. Depends on if I have cell service. But I will see you Sunday. I will see you Sunday. All right. Last card. Alchemy. Create magic wherever we are. Thank you again. Peace and love.